I'm reborn. Like if I'm talking to right now, I should fall on the feet of that truck driver who almost ran over me, and he took a detour, like a deviation, and went to the right sequence where SJ Surya hits. It's a huge truck. There's no ground clearance. It's supposed to hit the wall and place. But I was like leaning on, I was on the ground, so I could hear. Luckily, he deviated towards the right and went and hit the set. If he had, I don't think I would be doing a Zoom call right now. I'm looking forward for the multi-starters in Tamil. That is one thing which I've been looking forward for the last 3 years. I think it's bound to happen in the next year to come. There will be more multi-starters. There will be more, border crossing, the same thing. Right now in Cochin, I'm giving interviews. They've been asking me, why don't you do I've done a Malayalam film before. So they said, like, how do you see this Malayalam actors going into Tamil and Hindi? I said, it's like it's because of the talent. It's not because they're from Malayalam film industry. I'm ashamed that my city doesn't have a film city. We go to Ramoji Film City to shoot. First of all, get us a film city, but you have no right to trust your perception upon a director's creativity. A director would want Tom Cruise tomorrow to act in a Tamil film. How can you stop him?
Welcome to News 18 Sosha, sir. How are you? How you been doing?
It's been hectic last 25-30 days. It's been like I've been dubbing the Tamil version and the Telugu version, and I gave up on the Hindi version because it was too much. Because I had 4 voice modulations to do. It's like Mark Antony Mark is the son and Antony is the father. So father belongs to 75 and son belongs to 90. So because of that, then the surprise in the climax where I have to strangle myself and talk. So
right.
But the same thing repeated in another language, I was like totally out of it. So I said like, Hindi this time, please.
Right. You know, I saw the teaser and I found it so interesting. There's a lot of action, but there's also at the same time lot of fun elements in the teaser. And it's such a unique, I myself been covering Hindi cinema predominantly, but this is something, I haven't seen in a very long time. Tell me, when the script came to you for the first time, what was your reaction?
Adik has been I don't think even a girl will be behind a guy for like so many years. This guy has been behind me for the last 6 years.
Okay.
Right? To me to Hyderabad when I was shooting for a film, he couldn't narrate there. Then at one point of time, like at 1 o'clock, I called him in the midnight, like post midnight, and he came over and he said, I told him, okay, narrate the script. So then narrated the script, and I didn't know what genre it was also when he narrated. He narrated the first half, and I was like shell shocked, and I said, superb. It's already 3:30. Because I usually hear the script on the whole, not like 10 minutes or one liner or something. Okay. So then listen to the second half later on. You go sleep. I couldn't sleep that day because I was so excited that a nice script excites you for like forever. A bad script pulls you down the whole day. So in that way, I felt like a dual role this first time. And then a period film where a 75 father and who's a gangster, a different body language, the son, a mechanic, 90 thing, like prosthetic makeup and everything. Whole setup is like a period film, like showing old Madras and everything.
Yeah.
So, alongside is SJ Surya, who's doing a dual role also, like father. Yeah. The star cast and the screenplay was so. The connectivity, understanding capacity was easy because sci-fi thrillers usually cater to the A-class audience. But this was something to the rural and make it very appealing to them. You don't have to put subtitles or thrust upon for them to understand the narration. So then he narrated second up, and I said, like, I didn't see, usually in scripts I listen to it as an audience. I don't listen to it as an actor. I take, but I know that day I just stood up, I shook hands with him. I said, "You're in. Okay, fine, finally you're in. Let's go for the kill." So we started.
Right.
Vinod, producer of my previous film, Enemy, he said,
Yeah.
"I'll back the most expensive film in my career." So we who believed in the product. So it uh, in place. The basement was good. So everyone came on board. Sunil sir from Hyderabad, Ritu Verma
Yeah.
from telephone director, then S.J. Surya.
Yeah.
The cast and crew were solid for this film.
Right.
So I'm going to look forward to before shooting that which really turned out to be a turmoil, kind of real. Everything is wig, everything is prosthetic makeup. It's father, the son, and everything. One language, body language, they will be the son with the timid, hates violence. So it's like shuffling. So one day I told him, listen, I'm going to become a split personality. Right? Dwelling between the two.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a third element, which is climax, which I can't unveil because it should be a surprise. So everything all put together, it was like maybe 10 years down the lane, I would show off, showing my resume, saying that Mark Antony is one of the best films, apart from other films in my career. So that's nice.
Right. Right. Like you spoke about, Surya sir. He's also there in the film, and he's also doing a double role. What was it like to collaborating with him? We have seen him played an antagonist in Spider and Marcel, and he was so good in those movies. What was it like to working with him?
He's an inspiration. Like for me personally, I have an elder brother. I would vouch for that because the way we bonded together, I don't think I kept telling him like usually like ogle at they always look at the heroines, but this time I'm looking at you. I don't even, I'm not even looking at the heroine. I'm looking at you performing.
Right.
7 dimensions. It's for me as an actor. Like I have another pillar in the film who's supporting the film. So he's one person who I've been noticing for the last 25 years from Loyola College where I studied. He used to stay in the hostel. Fire in his eyes, and he's till he reaches his goal. Like he's never changed track at all. So in this film, he's acted as the villain, and he's shown the comical element of the villainism also, which is like. Like we did the first test review, and there was raving reviews like about our performances on the whole. Everyone, myself, yeah, Sunil, everyone. So that is a very the brown for the film at the box office.
Right. Any interesting experience or any particular experience from while shooting Mark Antony that you would like to share with us, sir?
I'm reborn. Like if I'm talking to right now, I should fall on the feet of that truck driver who almost ran over me, and he took a detour, like a deviation, and went to the right. Sequence where S.J. Surya hits break off. It's a huge truck. There's no ground clearance. It's supposed to hit the wall and place. But I was like leaning on, I was on the ground, so I could hear. Luckily, he deviated towards the right and went and hit the set. If he had, I don't think I would be doing a Zoom call right now. It was like Rebirth. I told them to leave me alone for like 10 minutes. Just leave me alone. I was in a trance. So I went aside. Played for me so hard. I was Well, Adik, I'm reborn. I'm actually reborn. Today is actually not the 19th year. This is of my acting or reborn actually. So that was one part. Then there was another injury where my tailbone bent. It was a mishap in like unnecessary accident, and I usually like people month or they asked me to take off for a month, but I didn't want to. So I called my therapist, doctor, you got to do something, and he said, sir, you have to bear the pain because I'm going to bring back the bone, like it's like protruding out. So he did hotel right the receptionist would have heard me, so like shouting out in pain. But topping it all was this particular fight happens in the dancers, the girls. There is a god called Karpana Sami. In Telugu, he's called Veerabhadra Sami. In every village, he's placed in the front, the entrance of the village. That means he's the guardian of the village with a sickle. So he's very powerful, like the Amman temple. They are very powerful. You have to, when you erect it, the painter who went up to paint his face fell down that from the statue. So nobody could paint as it is. Like they just left it. They said we'll do it in CG.
Okay.
First day we went, it was raining badly. Waste of money. Second time around, after one, we got more than 500 people, like 40 dancers, 40 fighters. It's like a hero has to save the village, the lady out of slavery. So second time I asked, third time when we went, it was raining, and I told my director, "Did you do the rituals for God? You have to keep a cigar, you have to keep arak, and you have to keep, you have to give him meat like chicken, like." They said, "No, we will not." I said, "First do that. Do that. That's the most important thing because they do it in every village." They went, they did the puja, and the rain stopped. We started shooting. It was 9 days sequence. I fight, and behind I see girls, going like shaking their heads, like literally the hair down. Like when I look behind, horrified the sight. All the girls, no face, all the hair on front, and they are down. They are posted because that's when he's about to be killed, but he gets the power of the he saves himself, and then the fight starts. So that
Right.
8, I wouldn't say painstaking. I was in a trance. I was especially on the sixth day when I came out of my caravan. One of the assistants came and said, "I found this is the photo, sir. I found this much hair in my food." That and something was disturbing me. I said, "Call the guy who served food to everyone." That guy came. 5.5 minutes. I lost track of what I did. After that, the director, my right hand, and the choreographer, Dilip Subrayan, stunt choreographer, they shook me and they said, I came back to say this. And I said, I'm sorry, Ed. Okay, let's go back to shoot. What happened? He said, nothing. We'll go back to shoot, nothing. I looked behind. The girls were frightened. Everyone was, I didn't know what happened. I see one guy running away. Then I was wondering, I really wanted to know what happened, transpired, because I blacked out for 5. I kept asking Adik, the director, Adik, tell me what happened. I need to tell you. Just shoot. It's okay, no problem. Just take your time. Take. Then towards the end of the shoot, he said, "Do you know what happened?" I said, "I really don't know, but I know that some guy, that mess guy, came after that. I don't remember what happened, what I spoke to him." So he said, if anyone would have had to come close to you or hold you or stop you, you would have been you were a different person completely altogether. You were about to. You told him not you told him that just because you're giving food doesn't mean that others are not they don't have to have the same kind. I told you it's the same kind of food. We all work for food. In the dancer or the lightman, no. So why would you this? That was the thing. Crux of whole. But the way I went it out, they said it was something which is unimaginable. We couldn't control it. Your eyes were red. You just went wild. We were possessed. Uh, couldn't come close to you because you were literally in edge. Then finally we had to shake you. So that was one of the experiences I couldn't. I look back to God and like. Then I told my mom about this, and my mom said, this sometimes it's very powerful. It hits you really.
Also, while shooting this movie, you have sustained so many injuries, and it's not the first time, when you sustain injuries while shooting a film. You have done so many action films, sir, and also, what I like about your work is you always like to do your own stunts, right? Much like Tom Cruise. And tell me, why it's so important for you to do your own stunts, and also, a lot of times, action films not in just India but also in the West are not very critically well received, right? So what is your how do you see that? How do you take criticism of your movies?
Well received by kids and the old people because they love action. But it
Yeah.
has to have because you just can't keep beating 10 goons without a reason. There should be a reason where
Yeah.
the audience go hit him. So
Yeah.
I should a representative of the audience, the goons. So that's where it clicks. So action being I've never seen every morning I see my double wearing the same shirt and pant. Uh, I'll ask him, you had your breakfast, right? Yeah, I had my breakfast. Okay, go to sleep. Evening, they'll give you your money and gold. So he is very happy. So slowly that guy started gaining weight, and I used to tell my stunt choreographer, please don't use him as my double, even for a small shot also, because he's not. I am not that size. That guy is like because of no work all these years. But it's an doing your own stunts. It just gives you a kick because when you go back to the theater and watch it and they clap for it, that is the response I take back to do the next risky stunt. Sometimes it's stupid. Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's really risky. I know I can use a double. But yeah, I threw a party with stitch in my body to my friends. So 109 counting now. So I'm immune to pain. So it's like now they say you're bleeding from your toe. Okay, I might have hit some. I just put some Dettol and just walk. I I don't know where I get hurt, but happens. So when I wear my shorts at home, my mom says you look like a mechanic.
Why?
So bruises and all those marks and everything. They say only mechanics look like this. Don't wear shorts and come in front of our relatives and all. Wear some track pants and come. So it that kick that I don't know. It just drives me to do it. The previous movie they told me to jump from the fourth floor into the net. So I said I'll do it. I just Master asked, can you do it, Peter Hain? I said I'll do it. No worries. And I didn't know I have vertigo problem. So when I looked down, I was like in for a shock. Oh my God, four floors is so like it's so difficult. But there's a net. I just start camera action. That's it. I just jumped, but unluckily the net gave away, and I my back
Yeah.
for treatment, and I got back on my feet.
It's the love of the audience, you know.
Because I don't see we from textbooks, learn from textbooks in school and college. life teaches you lessons where how you tread your path, like how you you're given your path. It's like everyone has got see, it's like a race. You have like 10 people running. Each one has his own track. So
Hmm.
you track like you're running. You don't have to look running forward or running behind.
Vijay sir launched the teaser for Mark Antony.
Yeah.
And I was reading somewhere that uh, you want to like work with him. You want to direct him, or you want to work with him.
That's in the bucket list. They actually approached me for Leo, but I couldn't
Okay.
dole out dates because I was doing Mark Antony and like I do one film at a time. I never dwell into two films at the same time because very difficult. So and then I told the director also, like, see, listen, more than acting besides him, I intend to direct a film with him in future. So you're the lucky guy to direct right now. So maybe next year I would want to
Okay.
pitch the script to him and narrate it to him. And if he likes it, then yeah, my bucket list, one more tick.
Okay. Okay. Um, so off late, we've been seeing there've been a lot of crossovers happening between Hindi film industry and South film industry. Mr. Atlee is also making a movie called Jawan with Shah Rukh Khan, where Vijay Sethupathi sir and Nayanthara are also working. Are you also interested, coming to Bombay and maybe doing a Hindi movie with
There
any?
were a couple of offers, Srishti, but the thing was, see, anyways, my films are dubbed in Hindi, and
Yes.
the TRPs have been really great. I mean, nowadays everyone can get the TRPs. Before it was the 10 years before, only what they said we used to believe, but now you can just get your TRP rating. So that should, like, most of my films have on Sony Max or Star Gold. The TRPs have hit the roof. Um, it's the best time right now. It's so good after post COVID. The best thing to happen to Indian cinema is the collaboration of talents.
Yes.
Having like a mixture of artists. For me as a Tamil actor looking at a Hindi actor doing a Tamil film, I love it. For me, for a North Indian or South Indian, he might like his movies, but dubbed, but he's doing a straight Hindi. He would love it. It's a bonus point for him, bonus thing for him to go to watch the film or watch it in OTT. So
Right.
the collaboration is yes. I'm looking forward for the multi-starers in Tamil. That is one thing which I've been looking forward for the last 3 years. I think it's bound to happen in the next year to come. There will be more multi-starers. There will be more, border crossing, the same thing. Like right now in Cochin, I'm giving interviews. They've been asking me, why don't you do I've done a Malayalam film before. So they said, like, how do you see this Malayalam actors going into Tamil and Hindi? I said, it's like it's because of the talent. It's not because they're from Malayalam film industry.
Yeah,
Because
of
you're
course.
as actors.
Hmm.
So the right time, right opportunity, everything should fall in place. You should have the right. You should have time for that film. See, for me, the base is Tamil. I have a Telugu market, luckily, and Malayalam and Karnataka, and Kerala and Karnataka is already a big release. So in Hindi also, this film is we're releasing on the 22nd of September, 1 week deferred release because of Jawan.
Right.
So um, it's all about the time. The time has to come for everything to happen. See, I never knew I'd last for 19 years, honestly speaking. When I started off on my first film, I thought, okay, first film, let me just do it. But year after year, I myself didn't know. 15th year, I remember in my office, they were waiting with a cake, my staff. I said, whose birthday it is? They said, no, sir, it's 15 years since you've become an actor. I was shocked. I said, 15 years, what year is this? And when did I start? Yeah, correct, 15 years. Okay, fine, let me cut the cake. So I myself didn't count the number of years that I was in the film industry. So it's nice. the time will come. Definitely, it will come. It's due to come. It's good to come for the audience. See, now it's become very selective. The audience choosing movies to go to the theaters.
Yeah.
Recently, in an interview, I told very frankly to the anchor, I told like anyone straight to the camera. I said, like anyone who has 1 to 5 crores and who wants to come and produce a Tamil film, especially with newcomers, please put it in a fixed deposit in your kids' names or buy a piece of land and don't come for 1.5 years into the film industry. So that guy, the television guy said, sir, what you're telling it so blatantly. I said, yeah, that's the truth. The guy who loses money doesn't tell the next guy who's coming in, because he doesn't want to say that he's losing money. So the next guy who's coming in, especially my own friends from Dubai or from US, everyone, they all want to come and do movies, but they don't have the experience. They leave it in the hands of all these, there is one mafia waiting for these kind of NRIs coming with money with no experience and putting them in shoddy projects and making sure that they don't get back a penny, and they go back home saying that the film industry is the worst industry to invest. That's not the thing. If it had to work, definitely he would have produced another film. Right. Especially my very close friend from Dubai, he lost 8 crores in one day. So I told him, like, you should have told me before that you're venturing into the film industry. I would have helped you out. I would have put you on to the right people, and I would have guided you. He said, no, it's okay, no problem. It doesn't pinch him because he's a billionaire, he's a multimillionaire. But all said and done, it's money is money at the end of the day. 8 crores losing on one single day is like not a good memory to take not to your grave. So, yeah.
Another thing, that made news recently, so you must be aware of it, was the guidelines which were laid down by the Film Employees Federation of South India. And, there was so much news around that. And then Mr. Pawan Kalyan sir also made a statement where he said that, Tamil film industry should not be restricted to just Tamilians. And whereas later Nasser sir clarified that it was not meant for actors, but just for the workers, for the safeguard of the workers. Do you have any comment on that, on the whole controversy that happened?
Yeah, I just had a call before I spoke to you. As a general secretary of the South Indian Film Artists Association, I told them like, did it really happen? Did he give a statement? But apparently he had told that it was not it was not told in the way the press took it forward. It was a discussion or something said, but Nazir gave a fitting reply. And me as an actor, I would say it's stupidity. First of all, I'm ashamed that my city doesn't have a film city. We go to Ramoji Film City to shoot. First of all, get us a film city, but you have no right to thrust your perception upon a director's creativity. A director would want Tom Cruise tomorrow to act in a Tamil film. How can you stop him?
Yeah.
Director would want Dulquer Salman or anyone from Vijay Verma or anyone to act in a Tamil film. How can you stop? You can't stop. There's no one single perception to make a rule and we follow it. No way. So if at all they pass a rule, definitely it won't work even for a day. Nobody's going to listen. I mean, regarding workers, there is when I was the president of the producer council, we had come to a conclusion on a lot of things. But the minute I stepped out, all hell broke loose, and it's very difficult. Like, for example, I would say if I have to get Ravi Verma or Peter Hain to do a shoot in Hyderabad, he has to. If I want only 20 fighters, he has to get 20 fighters from Tamil because he's got a card in Tamil Association. But he has to get 20 fighters from Hyderabad also, it seems.
Okay.
They don't have to work. They just have to sit because they send all the old people who are like run down. They just sit, they take their money and they go. So it's kind of a burden on the producer, burden on the producer's budget. Like 40 fighters, wherein we use only 20 of them. So that all those things could be changed for the betterment of the producer. Producer is the main person who has to be safeguarded, whereas the producer is not safeguarded at all. Everyone makes money. Everyone around makes money, but except the producer goes home empty-handed. So I don't think this rule will be of any good. It won't last long. It will just remain as a statement. That's it.
Right. There have been a lot of reports around Vishal 34. We've heard that you're working with Hari sir for your next. Anything that you can tell us about that?
I'm pretty excited because we've given 2 blockbusters, and we're coming around for the 3rd time. Yes, there will be huge expectations, and it is a mass entertainer, and it is. I can divulge only one thing. Like the girl is. It happens in the Tamil Nadu Andhra Pradesh border.
Okay.
So it's like Tamil and Telugu mix kind of a thing. The girl is Telugu speaking or something. It's on in the backdrop is that. It's a mass entertainer. So Hari sir has this flair of the way of filmmaking. So he's like super fast. So, and his films are like very fast-paced movies. So third time around, I'm looking forward to be working with him. So let's hope for the best.
Right. Lastly, it's your birthday month. Right. Any announcement that you're planning to make for your fans, and how you plan to celebrate your birthday this year?
I've told my fan club secretary, I will not receive one bouquet or one shawl. The money that any fan of mine is going to spend is going to be either on kids on an orphanage or on an old age home. Give food, get me the receipt. Show me the receipt. Even if 50 rupees also, no problem. Show me the receipt. I will never receive any bouquet or any shawl. He might as well do what I want. If he wants to see me happy on my birthday, I would want him to do what I want. And yes, I'm meeting. There's a lot of activities happening that day. There are a lot of social, and we have I'm meeting the heads of each city, and giving them a goal to achieve for the next 1 year. We have adopted a village, so we are going forward with that as the primary goal, because education is over now. Since all the kids are now back to school and back to college, we put them in all colleges and school. So now our next goal is the village. So we have a target for next August 29, 2024.
Right. Just the last thing, sir. What is the one message that you want to give your fan? Like, why should they watch Mark Antony? Why should they come to theater to watch Mark Antony on 15th?
I know it's your hard-earned money. I know you have different ways of entertainment. And when you want to watch a movie, I know definitely you would want to watch a different kind of a film, which gives you entertainment, which gives you the happiness that you have paid for the right film. And it gives you a memory for future also. Be it a fan or be it a normal family or anyone, definitely you'll be happy while going back to your car once you finish watching the film, saying that yes, we made the right choice on a festival date. I'm happy it's coming on a festival date, Ganesha Chaturthi. So so definitely I can vouch for that. I can definitely vouch for that.
Right. Thank you so much, sir. It was lovely speaking to you, and thank you so much for taking out time from all your other interviews.
No problem. Anytime. Thank you so much.